Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back to my stream here, sixth stream, and this is cloth rigging or cloths rework in general. We're gonna remodel, UV, unwrap, whatever, rig, everything, shade, and hold on, as a continuation. And I've been learning or learning, like for real, getting all the documentation tutorials possible, or well, not radically, but at least to some intensive point about Wiggle Bones, the Wiggle 2 add-on that was released this year, this new version. So this is for bone physics and wiggle physics, jiggle physics, whatever, those kind of things, with the armature only, and wave painting, of course. So this is Wiggle 2 I've done. There are many good tutorials about it already, so this is fascinating. There are even tutorials for Wiggle 1 add-on, but here I'm using Wiggle 2, which is the newer version. The author is the same. You can find, and so I've been learning every trick I could find on those physics, and so this means that now I believe I can make a skirt rig and a hair rig. This was already using the bone physics. I have a wind that comes from below, but it's not very good right now because there are some things that I had to learn. So let's go back for the soundtrack here, folks, and alright, so what happened is that I didn't have enough good theory, good theoretical understanding of the Wiggle Bone. So I tried to do things as the tutorial showed, but then eventually there are things I could never understand properly. I had to rewatch everything a second time, take notes, investigate, and now I think I understand the fundamentals. So there is a panel here for wiggles and wiggle to add-on, and then it's just this is enough. There are many things. It's complicated, not overly complicated, but yeah, without good conceptual understanding it's very hard to really, in my opinion, to make a good job with this stuff. And so there are very much precise fundamentals that need to be understood, because there are values, not of them are all equally equivalent. So like the stiffness of 400, why it is 400, why can we stretch this to only 1, and so this why stretch start to 0, each bone has a bone, or we can affect physics for the head or the tail or both, unless they are chained in connected parenting, like these ones are a chain. So we cannot only use bone tail for the child bones. Okay, that's fair. But then what about this one? It can have bone and tail, and there are the different setups to make everything work. And so you see different physics for the head and tail of the single bone here. So this can be start to get confusing at some point. And okay, and if we don't do things properly, things get very messed up very easy. So it's not difficult to obtain cool results, though. The default settings are actually very good. Here I have a wind that is affecting it's actually a wind hovering, but I was just testing those things. So currently, what should I do about that? Well, let's select. Yeah, what I can do, is there a way to deactivate the wind? I think if I just, let's pick all the wiggle bones and set this to 0. This doesn't require alt because it's wiggle bones have its own alt implementation. So select enable or just select everything here, and whatever change we do on this selection will affect everything. So now probably when it reset physics, apparently I didn't reset the wind. It does still seem like, well, let's try this. Maybe they are still affecting wind, because I don't remember it was like that. I guess there's no wind here, so what I can do is just delete the wind for now. We can just retarget it simple all at once. So okay, so now my understanding about this, of course this is not cloth rigging, right folks? So I'm just presenting this because yeah, and eventually so I have a skirt rig, I have to rig hairs which I need to achieve. So the main problem here is the stiff value here, and some other things I can get to work. And here also for this one I see we have bone and tail, and actually what I think I will do here is disable the bonehead physics. So it's like, at least for now, so this means that these bones that are in the head, they will stick in place. These will have only their tails available. I will redo this anyways, but so these ones will disable this. So the idea of disable the head is that, so far as I understand, let's see if that's correct, that the tail of the bones, the head of the bones won't change in position. So since they are parent to the head bone, they will stick in place as we make the physics. And let's see if that's correct. Yes, so this gives an accurate, yeah, like they are pinned, right? So because I wasn't understanding how this thing works, so it's actually interesting to have head to there, because then they can also change physics from here. But we need to be very careful about how this is done, because otherwise the bone can be displacing and wiggling wrongly from the base, right, from its pivot point. So that's why. But now things are working, so you see the difference of good theory, good theoretical understanding. Now it's looking pretty wildly good, and we can make collisions too, so I have an idea now for collisions. I'm going to cite all the reference I had for this understanding. I'm gonna document this stuff in the forum here, where there is the Wiggle 2 add-on in Blender Artist forum, because it's a giant thread here. You see the author is here, Steve, and yeah, so, and there are a lot of discussion here of problems and solutions and questions. And one thing that I think that is not being discussed well enough is the documentation that already exists for Wiggle 2 add-on, right? Those good tutorials, for example, that we can use to have, like on my bookmarks here for Firefox, I can have. So you see, I have a lot of cases. For example, let's see the example here of, for example, we go to whatever related to gravity. So yeah, okay, so I have rope simulation with, so there's a tutorial here that
maybe you could do is demonstrate how you could use
that by just creating a chain of bones like that, and then setting and leaving gravity 1 by default, and they will fall like and start wigging falling. So this is like, well, okay, so that's okay, that's elementary, but I didn't really know about that. So so there I have collected all these references. There are also about the stiffness stiff. So we go to stiff. So I have a lot of things that the tutorial makers, they suggest solutions for, they offer solutions for stiff. They explain stiff value, recessed stiff for, and there are real-time editing. So real-time stiff, okay, reset. Yeah, this is crazy the way I'm documenting, but it's so here you see there will be his editing stiff on real time. So for him is getting excited. Okay, so doesn't matter. The joke is okay. So there, yeah. So it's below for the default value, which 400. Anyway, so I've gone through all that more than once, and now I'm confident I will be able to rig both cloth rig and hair rig that I have here with these. So let's just reset everything here. Just to make sure, let's reset all the bones and let's go back. So for cloth rigging, folks. Alright, so this will be of extreme value for us, for me at least. I hope for you to have this new next level understanding of the, yeah, it took me several hours to restudy all that properly, but it was highly valuable. I needed extra time for that. Alright, and a lot of focus. Alright, let's save here on a new file. So now I'm going to work with, even we are not on today's 20 and wiggle revision. Now this is skirt rig, I guess. Yes, because we are going to do the skirt directly from the character design. This wind is what? Ambient sting probably. Alright, so let's get to work with this. So currently we don't see the cloths for this character, and but they are here on some layer here. We need to, lot of cloths I need to fix. So I'll try to avoid the UV texture right now because I want to, it takes too long actually, and the results are arguably necessary for the, maybe they would be good for stamps, right, certain things. So like drawing designs on the, and maybe for certain bump effects through the texture, right, designs, some sort of stuff like that, bump related stuff, those shader node explorations that relate to the normals and such kind of things, but not so much. And yeah, so because the textures themselves, I can make them procedural. Maybe it's less time consuming, and maybe that, yeah, and certain clothing won't require even perhaps UV texture, or at least manual texture, right, or importing texture, whatever, texture painting, right. It's really more time consuming and complicated than I wanted to be, so I believe I can simplify this strategy. And actually it's much more interesting to draw patterns like symmetrically than actually for the cloth, right, details, right, than actually painting the whole thing, like as if I were trying to get you see, not a realistic texture but patterns, right. So I'm not really wanted to make abstract patterns, I would do the texture painting now, I believe, more for detail, so maybe I can make some false seam or perhaps some drawings, yeah, all that stuff. Okay, so here this is the rest position for my character, and I could already start drawing those things here, so but this is not what I intend, so I leave the texture painting for later if required, when required. And we want to address the grease pencil, because actually I have a drawing here. I've made a drawing here. Let's see if the, hold on, I'm going to show it with my webcam here, a drawing that I've made by hand. I cannot scan it. Do I have yeah, sorry, let's get display capture. I'm looking at OBS Studio, so to get a video capture device. Alright, okay, so I need that, and I need to place this. Yeah, so you see this character design here, this drawing. So this is Dorothy, is this character I'm making, but you see that the clothes are, this is another version than the original. What I've made here, as you see, at least the part here on the leggings are more adequate now to this, they were updated. The boots I need to remake to shape in this direction, more like the top of the boots that I'm gonna make change to. The skirt is and the belt, yeah, are very different, so I want to make this adaptation. Maybe I keep the belt and make a second belt, so it's cool to have multiple clothes, right, to swap. Okay, so this is what I wanted. The skirt, the shirt here is very different. Also the sleeves, I think I already adapted. The gloves, we'll have to think about that. Alright, so, and there's a cloak, yeah, so I don't have a cloak object. This will be simple to model, so we're going to, oh, and now also there is something, the collar, yeah, there's a collar, okay, around the neck. I need to study that better. Alright, that's it. Let's disable this device here. Alright, so so I'm looking at the drawing here that I have, but I'll have to find ways to actually we cannot. Alright, so here, the problem is that the character design, I've all made them on a T-pose. So, what I'm doing, it's not hairs front, it's cloth front. Alright, so what we got here for this design of the skirt, it's actually, yeah, it's sort of matching, as I can see, slightly the thing that I have, but no, I'll have to make a different character design here. So yeah, so this is very simplified, it's not working. So you see it's doubled, so this is more likely. And here that part, yes, this line is correct. For this rig, because of the rest position is like that, it will complicate stuff for me, so I don't really recommend that. If I modeled the skirt in a pose position, like my rest pose here. Actually, if I model the cloth in this pose, it will deform differently. So it might not follow. It could work, but it's dangerous. I think it would be nice to make an experiment, but it would have a different pattern of deforming in relation to the body. So it would eventually adapt, but it could be I think it's wrong. So the correct way would be to do this, but then not only my model is can hide the armature here, can also hide this, or maybe not. Yeah, better. So I will have to sort of but model the skirt as it is here, like in this pose, and see the best adaptation I can do. Then wave paint and adapt, share, wave, whatever, and make sure it will deform. Of course, then there is the wiggle bones. I need to know that it will deform in a way that will naturally adapt to the pose, which is the T-pose, right? And in principle it should work. This I've tried before with this kind of rig, it works, but yeah, maybe the opposite would be better, but then the opposite is not good for helping in the deforms of the leg bendings. That's why I've made like that. So yeah, we get advantage from this rest position for the mesh, but we also get disadvantage. So it's a pros and cons. It's always an exchange of, usually, right? There's no ideal perfect rig, right, solution. Unfortunately, it's the way Blender works, or at least rigging works in CG, is like we need to make choices, and those choices are always usually arbitrary. They are conventions, of course, that if followed, they are methods, right? That if followed, we get good results, certain results. But even those results, sometimes though they are not as good. And also the conventions, not necessarily because a method is conventional and it works, that it's actually the best method for this or that other project. So there's a lot of space for investigation, and I'm an experimental rigger, sort of, so I like to make those tests and discover new stuff, and yeah, or maybe discover, yeah, it's totally plausible to discover new stuff, because it's like it's an open software, right? We can make out of the tools it has, the features, we can find different stuff, right? Okay, so I will hold I need this to be shining there so that I can have a better vision. The ideal condition, right? Actually, let's stop being lazy, folks. Let's just do this, right? I'm going to redraw here with some, not grease pencil, but just annotations. I have a graphic palette, so I'm going to make, yes, these adaptations here. I'm gonna draw this skirt, or also using the pattern that I have here. I also draw the belt, by the way, because it will be different. So let's see. This belt I've made for a long time, the old one that looks like this one, although the skirt doesn't. I made a long time ago, and now I think it's cool, but it's maybe it's just one possible belt for this character. Let's what is it? Yeah, drawing. Okay, so annotations. Where is annotation? View, annotations. Okay, so there's no annotation here. I'm going to remember to do Control Z on annotations. So we need to be on. So this will be annotation character model sheet. Yeah. So let's lock this and let's. Where are my annotation though? Yeah. Alright, it exists, but where it is? I need to draw something maybe? There. Okay. So there's the lock current frame displayed by layer. Frame 0 unlocked. So this will mean that will be anywhere on the timeline. Yeah. Let's so this is wiggle physics working on the skirt apparently, or something. Yeah, on the skirt. So some old physics I need to retake anyway. So let's change the thickness of this thing and let's give it some. Yeah, I want this color here because it's different. So let's save here. I can take my stylus. So this will be front skirt front. Alright, let's do this. So in principle, okay, let's hide this because it will be on the way. So I think the belt should be somewhere like here. So the belt that I have, okay, these objects being selected are going to be bad. Actually, let's augment this to 2, the thickness, so it's easier to draw. We can be, I think it's better, we can have more imprecisions, is rougher, so doesn't need to be too exact because it's a bold tracing. And so and then if we want we can clean up later, but I don't need that for this process. So what I'm doing, I want to lock everything, right, except for the, yeah, I don't want to be, okay, that's apparently, yeah, this, oh, this, alright. So this is annoying because if this is unselected, but this looks like it's bugged, like it's an incoherence, or maybe because it's parented. Yeah, okay, it's because this is linked to the, it's parented the arm. There's a new collection. Alright, fine, so now it's that's locked. Great. Also I want to lock the grease pencils. Oh no, I cannot. Okay, I need to leave them, otherwise they won't shine that way. Okay, so you have the selection and, oh, no more. So, okay, so I think the belt here won't change much. I don't know why it is being, let's see, so the belt indeed has this motion here. So maybe actually it's, the nostril of the character is wrongly placed. I need to move it up. Alright. Well, I'll do that. No, I need to do that now. This is very critical. No, I won't do it now, but I'll get. It's a crucial character design issue. I need to input here the data, so let's put here nostril up. Alright, so I don't forget this. So here the belt. So there are actually, it's a crossing thing, like fancy design, not very complicated. So it does like that. So the yeah, this is overly complicated, but the sketchiness. Alright, so actually it will be like that, but then we'll get another layer here on top. Actually, this makes the structure to die. Yeah, I never made it very clear anyway, so it doesn't look good here, but I need to find... Okay, so here for the top. Maybe that, yeah, so this is hard to do here. Alright, so it would be something like this. So there is this, this, and this, and then this. They are just two. Alright, so this is very blurry, but it should be enough. Alright, and then of course in this case I can perhaps leave it on. Okay, so this is for the belt again, so maybe at the sides, I'm not sure. There's nothing at the sides, so let's go now to the next one. So this is actually belt front. I can actually so the other is for the side, so we can draw this together. So here basically this one is indeed this is much shorter, this first part, and because of the position it gets it should get a curve, even though it's a bit pointy here anyway, so I believe there will be curving that way. And here, as you see, this thing in the middle I'm taking off, there won't be here. What there will be though is that the secondary one here, this one is yes, this one has this thing. So it would maybe follow also this pattern here. principle it will do this, and then we have, because it's stretching now, then there is another one doing this, and this one is stretching a lot, so this one maybe should, yeah, but I don't know if unstretching will hold its position back. So here I think we can have this this division here. This is fine there, and they're lacking this structure. Let's just replicate it here. And here I don't think it needs this side. Yeah, this looks ugly. And so the question is here, maybe because this is stretching apart, so on this pose at least, there's a question if this shouldn't be more to the center. I think yes, despite I don't know how to change the size of the brush while doing this simultaneously, so let's just try to, yeah. Alright, so this should work, and well, zoom in and try to erase them. So this just to, and the size here, okay, maybe here we leave it blank, so here I'm not sure. The belt, the sides, we could have something like, I don't know, some kind of feature here, maybe something of, we'll have to think about that, some sort of angular shapes would be nice. Not sure. The skirt, then the sides will resolve with ultimately with texture, image texture, if that's the case. Alright, so that will be for the front view, and then a vertical split we will do the side. This of course will require annotations again, but with okay, back to the annotations. I wish this annotation was in some place easier. So belt, skirt, belt, skirt, side. Alright, so we need to get good adapted sizes here. This match, you think? Yeah, this matching thing. So here basically we see where the belt goes right, wow, it goes right here, okay. So and then from here in the center, somewhere like here, alright. So then this goes there, then somewhere like here, and these details we can adjust then later to the, we can make those adjustments later in yeah, here is very hard to see whatever, but I know I want some design here. It's unclear, so that's fine. Well, no, we can do this then. here, so it will be, I don't know, let's get some triangular shape here. Alright, then for the front here, let's assume this is from the bottom side, this is from, so we have this plaque here, something like that. No, don't do that. And then also on the back, doesn't seem to go that low, so okay, so this one is exactly, let's say it's in the middle, and then there's a one below which is for I don't know what is in front here, probably these are the top, so this go forwards. So in principle this goes in front, but yeah, yes, I have to study the shape here. It's more confusing because drawing in PC is like, it's buggy to me. I'm just not being able to concentrate very well, but okay, we'll get the thing done eventually. In 3D will be better as we start shaping. So here, and there's also a third there at the top, whatever. Okay. So it's too small so it's hard to define in the way I'm doing. More zoom and whatever. Alright, so here I believe that will be the right place. Maybe slightly above because this is the back. Yeah, maybe here. Then here we see this point here for the side will be the maximum extent of this one, so it will try to reach for this line here, right in the middle. And then the bottom we don't know yet, so let's just leave it like that. And then there is this one, it goes up to here inward, inside the tithe, so it will be like here. Yeah, we don't see it, so, and then it goes, oh, I've got the wrong one. Alright, so actually this is like more like this. Here I make this line here, but not sure gonna use it anyway, so here the side here will be here, and this could probably fall down, and now this goes here, right? Then this one is here, we see as it meets should be somewhere like here, so here we can make this, and then this and this following this curve. There we go. And okay, we did it. So this is the new skirt. Maybe it looks too tiny, but this is because of the pose. So I think we will see. If we need, we can rescale that later, not directly from the 2D. Alright, so can I lock this thing? Can I make this as an asset? Don't seem like that, but I'm afraid of losing it, but as it happened many times. Lock frame. Why it has different... Why don't they have the same... Why the first one? Interesting. It's like one is more important than the other. The first one I've made. What if I'll save? I've just deleted the... Yeah, okay, so... Alright, we can already hide those things, and so if I... Here we cannot delete this and this. If we delete, we lose. Everything. Delete active frame. Delete the active frame for the active annotation later. Okay, so this seems very dangerous. And because we already have these things to delete, so I think there's a bug in this stuff, right? At least this one we can delete, but then if we delete this, it's over. Apparently we just lose all the thing, everything. Alright, Alright, so let's go to modeling then. We don't need to see the other clothes objects. Oh, by the way, we're gonna, if you check the sleeves, they also have got this pattern here that I've reworked. Also exists for the leggings, so these are matching. But I don't... Here I see there's this diagonal is not very nice. Why did I did that way? Yeah, I probably had wrong revision there, so let's enable this. For some reason I'm not being able to select. It's the armature maybe? Yeah, because it's parented. No? What's going on? Mesh? Oh, they are mesh, right. There you go. And also if I do this, it also, well, it works despite this. Okay, I just don't get it, but yes, so proportional editing maybe. these interpenetrations are not really the problem. They will solve themselves with wave painting, so I shouldn't be caring about them. Here, yeah, I want this to go down, so we need more diagonal here. Really just a bad choice that I've made when I was first modeling this. Again, this was caused because I had this problem with I didn't have the model sheet for that pose. I had the model sheet, but not exactly for that deform rig pose, and so rest position. And so this got me confused in here. This is bad. Still not working. Actually, something weird is happening there. Of course, it's oh, I see, some mesh was hidden. Okay, so apparently I nearly destroyed my mesh, but yeah, certainly I'm affecting the UV texture in a crazy way, but again, I think I'm gonna I'm reconsidering, because it takes so long and the results are so subtle for the final aspect that they might not even be relevant for. I want more drawing aspects for the UV texture instead of, and I can achieve the material output with procedural texture instead, and just leave the UV texture image texture stuff for more creative drawings, right? Stamps, stuff like that, right? Alright, so this is more likely, but this here is not. Yeah, I see here what's happening. This needs to be like that. Yeah, making this in 3D is really, for me, has really been very, very challenging. I just cannot replicate the design ideas I had very well. It's just challenging. It's perfectly feasible, I think, but I'm still trying to understand. Yeah, so cloth rigging, especially stylized ones, I have still a lot to learn. But already I was able to do this, so this is a good progress. I think some things here also, I made some mistakes here in the way I handle this stuff. Like, this should be more flat. I just the way I've made those things also don't help making this look flat. Yeah, actually it's because the character design is very different. Okay. Alright, so if we check here how the leggings were, where's the model sheet for the... Let's just revision that. Maybe I just got it wrongly understood. cloth font. Yeah, okay, this is another. Okay, it's what I'm looking at is different. What I'm looking at in the paper is much better. It was unfinished. The idea is that this actually will continue here. So it have something like, let's try to put that in practice just to, so if we would have something like this, and actually here we'd have this sort of point here will follow, but it will be more rounded. So this is, I can probably explore this mesh geometry here to do that. It's slightly dangerous to wave painting, but not too much. Then this means that this face loop here will color with this material here, which is metal. So you have something like that, yes. Then we'll have to unfold this. Yeah, this thing has an inward thing. It has something that sticks out, but at the same time, so it would be something like that. So this is more like medieval fantasy stuff, right? But then it applies to. So the idea is that here we got this. Yeah, it would be like, this is a bit dangerous, so I'm gonna save. So I'm gonna mix here, yeah, so then perhaps gonna rip these vertices. No, not like this. Well, it insists in here, like this. And here we got this ripped. Oh, actually, that too. Alright, no. Alright, now that works, so let's rejoin this. We can actually undo these faces here. Delete. So how we got this thing? It is solidified, right? So let's okay, so this will clearly go down. So it's like this connects. So we need a subdivision here. And a subdivision here. And so this would connect with this. At last, here already done. So here there's also another vertex here and vertex here, and merge at last. Here We already did it apparently, except that no, this is the same here. So here in principle we'd like this to run inside. So to do this, we need to have a different mesh topology. This means that this whole thing here we don't need, and so this is actually unnecessary, although we like this, so it's gonna dissolve this. We'll keep this how this moves inside. Yeah, no good loop here, but this goes up. Yeah, something more like this. That's good. Then okay, let's keep up this for now, and we could just extrude this outwards, right? We'll give some, well, create some problem here with the could just merge this one. Now this is crazy because of the solidify thing. Subdivision, solidify, whatever, yeah. Need to find another way for this. Oh, because actually these are still crazy, so merge at last. And I shouldn't have done this. Well, this topology also works. No. You have some crazy things going on, so the problem of course is this trigon here. With some more distance it sort of fixes, but then the crystal is not Okay, but at least we're getting this, and here this is not so prominent, so let's just solve this and this. And this is where we should have this coming from another direction, maybe. Well, we have some mesh there, but I think this is useless. The way it is, this is gonna be solidified, so it's, oh, the solidify is to, yeah, but this is to avoid interpenetrations. Actually, I could have solidify stronger. I should wave paint this for solidify modifier. Okay, that's a good thing. And let's make some adjustments here. Proportional editing on. I think there's some strange, no, it's not strange, it's as it is correct. There is some mesh inside, that's right, but need to be careful about. Could be some error here. I know what I should do, so let's just hide this first. And also let's hide this one. Oh, we have another. Okay, we're going to is merged. This seems to be by deleting this I certainly lost something important. Okay, let's try to simplify this here. Let's undo this mistake here. dissolve this and this. Hello, Danyung, welcome back. Just hopping in to say hello. I have a little bit before my next thing at work and thought a small brick will be good. Okay, so I have good news. I'm going for the skirt rig. I said in the beginning of the stream here, I was making a deep research in Wiggle 2 add-on for hair rig and cloth rigging, and finally I've rewatched plenty of tutorials, take notes, and now I think I really understand Wiggle bones physics, and this means that this is why I'm doing here for. I think I can go directly for the skirt rig and then for a tutorial. It took a lot of time because I really was very noobish at Wiggle physics, and there are many fundamental steps, things that I wasn't satisfied. I just didn't understand the basis of certain stuff, and now I understand. And so I think I can, if I'll apply whatever I know to the skirt rig, and that should be good enough to have wait, what I'm doing here, let's make a subdivision here and maybe let's try to connect here. That's plausible, yes. So my next, yeah, so maybe you already have a good solution for skirt rig you're doing. Probably you have, because you've been working on that, and there are many of I've seen physics can work in different ways, right? And we can use bones for physics even without Wiggle add-on, so it's actually physics in Blender are already good, I think, for clothes, but Wiggle bones make things more integrated, right? I think in the armature object. I think I have a mistake here, and so I believe you have already a good solution. Here there's something wrong about here. I don't remember what was the geometry that I had here. Oh, now I remember. This actually... No, I don't. This propaganda. Okay, sorry folks, let's go here. We see we're having some problems here, of course, because of the mesh topology interaction with the rest things. We've lost that thing. This is bad on one hand, so I need to recreate that. It'll be simple, I think, just getting like here. No, not good enough. So this thing here is dangerous. Okay, so scale up, move down. We need more scaling because the solidify will solidify in both directions. Yes, so this is the problem here. This means that I need to have some sort of okay, we need to wave paint this for solidify modifier. Very good solidify modifier, but then we need to have some control, right? customization of it. It's time consuming, but it pays off for these details. So here will be like mod solidify, how do you say, leggings. Alright, so this is first assign everything to 100, then for this part, and actually, yeah, it's this, and it extends to here. Alright, so this will put it like 0.4 maybe, even less. Yeah, 0.4 sounds good. So only this mesh here has, actually, let's also get this and this, and let's set this at this value again. Then we lock this. So if we want to see the wave painting of this, it will be like, look like this. We can also avoid solidify another in the crystal, I don't know. Anyways, then this means that it should be easier to get this thing now. We want to see the... Okay, let's just pick this. It's not really working. I think the subdivision... now it's starting to work. Maybe I really need another subdivision here, like this. So this could go like... Yes, now it's starting to have some... Okay, so it was not just the solidify thing, it was really a matter of... And this part here is a bit convoluted. Let's simplify this. Maybe this connection in the end is not good. Here we got a lot of strange mesh going on. We need to... Yeah, I made a really mess here. Let's just undo these things and try to... Oh, I see. Okay, that seems correct. Okay, so I have this. Could be the case to bring this down. No, it's okay there. Here we could get this like 0.6 on the edge crease. Yeah, so it creases slightly. Here also we don't need all that much crease here, so shift 1, shift negative, shift negative 0.5, right? So here now this mesh here is the convoluted one. Let's see how we're gonna fix this. There's mesh going. Maybe if I just hit the model here, body. This connection seems to be old. this also seems unnecessary, or it was wrongly connected. No, this is this face. I see something strange here, or it's just... Okay, this thing. There we go. This pointy thing here, it's a bit strange. Maybe it's just because this part should get closer. Alright. And finally, to conclude, maybe just this. And then we take this off. And let's get this to be, yeah, shift 1, shift -0, -0.5, so they all match. This here could be on the crystal, yes, shift 1, and here just shift 1, but then shift -0, shift E, right? So here we have some last issues here to solve. So extrude inwards. No, I forgot one face here. Well, I can just subdivide and do this the other way around. This is very bad. This may be a new material here. The problem, of course, is here I don't know. I don't want to make trigon here. I think it's dangerous. I could just load and see what was the topology that worked. I think perhaps there was a triangle here in the end. That works, yes. So basically, except that here we have a pentagon. All this effort just for this sounds ridiculous. I'm entirely not satisfied with that. Oh, we can get some crease here also for the crystal. That means that we can it's not really working. Hold on, let's read. I had to figure out way over the weekend to be able to send you an image of two of what I ended. That's will be nice. Even record if possible, quick record. I am not dealing with something animated. I only have to pose for a still frame. Oh yes, oh that makes things much easier in terms of physics, because then you can just you don't even need to, well, it's render, right? You're gonna render, so yeah, need to bake the, you'll need to bake the simulation, so to have the ideal result, right? Okay, so that should do. Yes, that topology works. No, not this. Okay, let's simplify that, and I really could work here a new material. Why not this synthetic, except that then for there it causes troubles to that part. Yeah, it's connected. This is bad. Simple but not good results, so I just... Alright, that works. Although it doesn't make much sense. This material is not good. I did it something else. Like if I use that, could work, yeah. Then why not? Let's could play with something here. This is nice. Can work. Yeah, it's I like this this idea here. To be like the opposite, right? This one becomes like why not even doing this here? Coat, stylish. This is in the inside, right? So not very satisfied with that, but could be actually the this metal thing is not even correct, right? Gonna... Okay, I like this, very stylish, so good input. So let's go for the finally. So the physics thing, yeah. For still pose, I guess you know about the interaction. Maybe you don't, because it's a bit complex. Even I don't have much experience with this. The interaction between rigging and simulations, right? And so, if you just have a simulation without rigging, could be the case. It's much simpler. You just run the simulation, you bake the simulation, and it's ready. You choose the frame that you want, right? What you can do, however, is to rig along with the simulation, for example the skirt. Then you have control bones, could be the same deformed bones, right? So you can just, it's like the wave painting is just like, is just for the a final output that you manipulate after the simulations, or then you can update the simulation as you pose. So I think that's sort of the thing you're doing with the control of the mesh of the clothes through rigging, right? Their immediate input to posing. It should be possible to adjust the result of the simulation to what is needed. But then of course it could create some back and forth, because I'm trying to imagine a condition where like a cloak seems like that cloak can have wide motion, right? If you have just some master bones for the cloak, that and some good generic deformed bones like 2 to 3, 1 to 2 to 3, that could be layered perhaps in some ways. There's a good tutorial actually that shows how to rig. I've watched recently, it's Rigify Hair Rig. It's very basic, but this relates to simulations. So basically there's these bones here. It's a chain, F key chain, regular F key chain, and then doesn't matter if it was made with Rigify add-on, it doesn't matter, it's connected. And then okay, auto waves, she's making this hair strand, so regular wave paint, and then it's not automated in any way for now. It's just a manual control of a hair strand. So this is very basic, like it's no sims, but if we have along with sims this thing, of course a cloak is more complicated, a skirt is probably more complicated than a ponytail like that, but this is I have to look at that video though. Yeah, it's very simple. I'm just showing here that I'm not going to worry about the simulation. Oh, okay, so this is another thing. Hold on, I ended up just rigging the skirt as if it was its own mesh to have its own control bones. Okay, that's good. It's just not automated. Yeah, I'll pose the character and then pose the skirt. So yes, okay, that's perfect. It's just then it's a matter of how to. Sorry, then it's just a matter of getting good deform rig and even control rig for the clothing. For the cloth, this can be challenging because it's some sort of could be considered proportional posing. I know something here, maybe can help. Let's see, just an idea here. It's where it is. I have some lab stuff. Sorry, I'm gonna find it right now. Lab. No, this is not that. It should be somewhere for maybe it's. I cannot find the project, but I certainly have the video here. So no, not here. Stacking transform. Okay, this is taking too long, so I think I have a better way to find it. So research. The name was proportional. No, child of maybe. No, bendy bones. I'll be. I just can't remember. So sorry. So basically, if you have a system of bones that interact with themselves, it can. I'll have to show you another moment. Sorry. We can try to create this system here. So for example, I have a mesh, and these are deformed bones, and they sort of can interact between themselves. Could use child of, but this is complicated for a full rig. But for a simpler rig, like maybe only for the case you're doing, that is a still image, not for animation. That could child of could be handy. So basically, we can have like a child of here. Then, this bone is constrained here. Then could also be constrained to this. And we can have perhaps some different so this bone is still posable, but then you see, and imagine if this was a cloak, you move this control bone and move this control bone, and what you get is that you can have some proportional posing, right, of the whole system. And so imagine that, maybe these are not exactly control bones, they are also deformed bones for one section of the cloth. This also, and this also. You can have many of these ones, so they'll have all the same bone constraints. Of course, and then you can, for example, for this one, making some variation, change the target. Maybe this one doesn't have this target, this one doesn't have this target, and then you have an arrangement of deformed bones like a, you see, this cannot be used properly on a 3D animation character rig with child of bone constraint very easily, because they have problem with it will have issues probably with the root bone and whatever. But in your case there are other ways to do this. I'm just showing what is simpler now. This can also be used with copy transforms. I didn't think of child of, yeah, I'll have to go to, okay, so this way would probably work because you don't need to 3D animate. However, if you had to, then another solution would be like basically you have deformed bones. This I have on the face, right? I can show but I'm gonna recreate here. So for example, you have all these parented to the same master bone like this one, so you don't, like, this is a head bone, root bone, whatever, maybe a main controller. But let's say we got this okay, so this is the giga parent. Okay, so it moves on pose mode, of course, it moves everything else, and these move the others. Okay, they are parented. However, now what we do is that we have these copy transforms, but on local space, actually target local with owner space orientation, replace, no, actually before original. And so you're gonna pick all this and just copy these things. Okay, they are all doing the same stuff. Because they are parented, actually they are the problem here. We cannot parent this. Now I think I made something incorrect. No, now it's correct. Because they are stacking transforms. Now they are bone constrained to this, but they are not unparented to the rig, like a child of bone constraint would be. Although it mimics parenting, is not exactly the same thing, so it can cause a lot of trouble. We cannot parent child of bone constraint. We cannot parent bones that are affected by child of bone constraint very well, because then they will stack double transforms with the parenting, whatever it is. It's very bizarre. And so with the copy transforms you can do the same thing. And this works for, so this is proportional posing, and we can have, for example, this bone here, another controller, that perhaps we get this one to have copy transforms towards it, except that it's the same. We need local space with one orientation. This is because of the rotation, and this will stack stuff to place, and this will offer freedom before original full. Okay, so with replace we cannot move it anymore, but with any of those, but usually I use this, I really don't understand what the, so this is moving only this one, but you can, if you need that, oh, that part is bad, so you just move it, pose this for this section of the clothes, right, the skirt. And so same for this, minimal detailment adjustment, and for bigger motions here, and for the major motions here. And you could have physics on top of that, or under that, or align with all that, right? And so here we have this, and they could have, as you see, many copy transforms. So we could have also here, let me copy here. So now this, let's change some stuff here, and now this is also connected to this, but let's do it differently. And you can pick them both. So So this is the big one. Those are, there we go. So this could be a deformed bone. This could be a deformed bone. This probably not. But or you could have, yeah, and these are deformed bones too. So minimal adjustments. This doesn't need to be deformed bones, but they could just be control bones for the little ones. I never thought of multiple copy transfer. Yeah, it's crazy what we can do. So this is the technique. It's very important that the parents they all have the same parent, which is like a head bone or a root bone, whatever. They need to have the same parent. Otherwise, we can, yeah, we can play with that, but this can cause trouble, because then in this case I think this works, but in principle we want, if I parent here, for example, now this doesn't have the same parent, but it is bone constrained. So okay, this works, but you see it's not. Now it's doubling transforms because of the parent and because of the copy transforms at 100, and still it's stacking transforms anyway. So, and if we don't have this, no copy transforms here. Okay, you have a full pair. It's like a copy transforms at 1, but there's no versatility in this, right? It's just like this to this, this to this. It's like full stuff. And why would do that? Why would have that? No, they're not necessary. Not just parent this to the master bone, just for parenting organization, right? So correct hierarchy for the character, and then just get it, for example, copy transforms as at not workspace, so local space before original, so it's free, and this will leave as it is, and influence at maximum. Alright, so there it is. It's nearly like a parent relation, but it's still adjustable. And of course the idea of having local orientation is for the rotations. So with these, rotations are better in respect to this one. Okay, so you have proportional editing. And this is what you can do for a cloth rig with manual posing, because you got the idea, right? Multiple sections, so. And that works really nice for proportional posing. But the wave painting still must be well thought, right? So it might still not be that simple. Alright, that's the idea here. Now I need to do this skirt remodeling, right? So I have the skirt, but I need to remodel it according to this new model sheet that I've made. Let's hide this body stuff that is in the way. We don't need to be looking at leggings, belts. Yeah, not this belt. Well, we could. Okay. I can duplicate this belt, so this will be belt, old belt, and this is belt new. So yes, you can model the belt here along with that, but let's hide this for now. I'm already halfway there. I do think. Thanks for the ideas. Welcome. So that's. I think that's gonna be easier to. Where's my model? Okay, I got Alright, so I need a split camera here. So yeah, then if you have some screenshots or even video clip then of what you have, show me. Sure, that would be nice. You can send me a message in the channel. I'm gonna see, or I use Discord too. It's I don't know how to. Yeah, just see gnomes in Discord, just like my name here. There's no numbers anymore, but don't know if you use Discord, but yeah, you know how to reach me anyway, and there's the live stream anyway. So okay, let's get into work. So this is a complete remake of this. No, not complete, sorry, just halfway remake. We already have the mesh, but it is incorrect. We're gonna move this down. Let's without proportional editing. I think I'm on, yeah, this global. Yeah, actually proportional editing could be useful. To get this to move. Okay, so this will be the front part. Ah, we see it's very wrong. I was moving the wrong one. Right, I could avoid this if I just, for now, hide the back part. Proportional editing isn't affected the hidden mesh, so it's a way to protect the mesh from this, from chaos. Yeah. Proportional editing can be very, very dangerous if we are dealing with a delicate model. We often need to protect. Another way is to just hide and then apart the section and then leave it connected only. Must check that, and then yeah, then it doesn't affect. Otherwise, yeah, I think a lot of people know that, but it's important to, it's time consuming to get these setups right, but sometimes this is the easiest way. Alright, I'll see if I can locate you on the, yeah, that's good. I don't know if lowercase, uppercase make any difference, but let's just open here to make sure. Here I have, so where is the, okay, no, it's like that, so simple as that. All lowercase, and there's a hyphen there. It should be enough. I'm sorry, I'm just not very used to the Discord rules or whatever, how exactly it functions. But I think that's simple as that. Yeah, and it's nice to add in more friends to the Discord 3D stuff, right? Blender, artists. I just sent you a friend request. I found you in Blender. Okay, great. Great idea. Yeah. Yes, I'll add you as soon as I go back in Discord. And thanks for then you can send me stuff there already when you have time. So this proportional editing is being very bad now. Oh, what I'm doing, we need to simplify this stuff, right? I think I did a mistake. Let's dissolve here first. Can we develop opacity for this? Yes, we can, so this will help. I've used the same for front and side, that's okay. The belt in front is actually not helping too much. So I'll try to put this exactly in matching this. Ah, I can do that much better, right? So I see there are some problems here. No worries, I need to get rolling and I'll put together a short something out. Yeah, great, that's it. If you have enough time there today, but I think you know more than 1 hour, unfortunately, so probably you won't see me right now finishing this. I think I can totally make this skirt rig with wiggle bone physics working today in like in 2 hours from now, because unfortunately there is the wiggle physics is relatively simple now that I understand. But modeling is time consuming, remodeling, right? So this will take more time. So here I need to, okay, let's make something here. I want this to wrap all around here. Yeah, so I need this subdivision here, so I'm gonna get this. This is not helping, so let's make more subdivision. So I pick this that is looping all around. I'm pasting this as synthetic, and we're gonna rip vertices here. No, actually I'm gonna do something like that. We're gonna pick this and gonna rip vertices. So this is the upper portion and this is the lower portion. Now I can also hide this for now. Could have another subdivision here to get more Okay, so now the design is starting to match. And how about in 3D? Okay, of course we won't be able to see without the body, although we have enough. You have some reference, of course, from the model sheet, but it's not like enough for total understanding. I'll just show the body soon. Here I don't have a model sheet for the back part, so this can be a bit tricky. Probably some subdivision here will help. It depends also. Let's try to be symmetric about this. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. That's good, that should work. Here this needs to be go back, so actually let's pick this, this, and this, then unselect this, this curve here. This part of the mesh could have perhaps some crease. It has solidify anyways. This doesn't just have seam. No need crease because that part won't appear anyways. Let's derotate this thing. This color here, I think, doesn't even exist. Yeah, this is something for. So no seam here. I could even give it simplify like that. We'll see that later. Okay, so this is the there's nothing there, so it's plain. Is that correct? Yes, more details are for the other. So okay, so what we could do here is just this is pure synthetic. Alright, so it looks shorter because it's going sideways on the poles, right? So, or not. Actually, I messed up. This needs to be more like that, right? Even more. It's an exaggerated pose. Highly stretched. Okay, let's use this. Try to get this mesh more regular. Alright, time to check the body already for this part. Right, we see already where we can help solving some interpenetration problems. This should help. At this point I could actually just use a snapping system here, like yeah, this probably snap to nearest first vertex, then individual, then project individual elements, near first, yeah, all that, include non-edited, that's it. Go. Let's do something and re-snap. There we go. What's happening there? Probably here we got some issue. Not sure what's happening there. Maybe the geometry. Okay, yeah, I see. It's just like that. But it looks a bit strange. Yeah, it doesn't need to, the cloth doesn't need to do that, right? Especially not these ones. So it's like another subdivision would be good here. So let's try here, but without snapping. Get already this thing here. Let's do this. It doesn't need to match perfectly the 2D. It needs to, but it needs to match properly the. And in the end, what works is exactly the if it adapts well to the character design, right? So yes, it's I don't need this. I have the okay, so this is not an armature thing because we are in rest position, so it's not. This is the oh, there's shrink wrapping. Okay, this is wrong use of shrink wrap. Actually, these are shrink wrapping to belt, but we have to remake those things, so this is not operative. I've duplicated mesh, I don't know, I did some stuff there. It's gonna ruin I have to re-edit this stuff. So here we see that we have a lot of problems already with interpenetrations. It's not matching very well. Let's just hide this for now and let's try the proportional posing only on this part of the mesh. Here, yeah, this is very important. In the end, this snapping, I guess it's a bit too dangerous. It's not very convenient also for the geometry later as we want to adapt it. Okay, so finally, let's say this is this thing here. Yeah, maybe we could improve that. It's part of the pose to be like that, so it's not like something too wrong. Let's go now for the lower part. Provide we didn't lose too much of the character design in this process. So basically we could have a mark scene here, and that's it. Mark scene, mark scene. So it's just via a band. Lower part. Okay, the character design is feasible. Let's work with that. I have two physics clots. It's the only thing we have here, right? Pin. Yeah, there's no mod stuff here. Yeah, delete all unlocked group. So this, let's just check this. All that is pinned. No, we just want, so we just want this one here. So remove and pin only that one. So if I were to perhaps revalidate this, you see I have cloud physics here, but oh, it was not the wiggle balls, that's the, I had this stuff. So here the armature, the shrink wrap, it is exactly that vertex group, so we can re-enable it. So shrink wrap to the belt, which is we might be using this twice for, maybe this is not even required because it will, this is arguable, but yeah, I have it for some reason, so maybe, okay, so the armature is doing nothing here. It deleted all the vertex groups, it's just a parent, I think, but we're gonna reassign them with this rest position from the body. But we need first to complete, right? So here now we can hide this, hide this, then let's hide also the body again. Then the armature, and here we can start developing, yeah, how to, where to position these things. Yeah, this is puzzling, so maybe I should do something instead, like I pick, I don't want to make non-manifold things, so I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna shrink, and so there will be a hole, yes, so but that is, I think it's fine. So I need to bridge loop here. So actually, yeah, so Control E, bridge edge loops, alright. Then I'm starting from this to go up with this mesh, and now of course I don't need to be looking at this one, so you can mark sim here already. So I'm not gonna be touching this mesh particularly. It has a stable position. I can also pin it to create some sort of well, if it has the same waves as the yeah, it will have similar waves, so it will just follow, I hope so, the rig, the physics, whatever. If it gets too mad, we do because there won't be self collisions, so have to try to adjust manually, but for now, yeah, so proportional editing. It's okay if we manipulate those meshes from slightly different from their original duplicated transforms that we made just after. It's just that they must be just behind the upper skirt part. Okay, let's get the soundtrack again. Here it's terrible propaganda. Right, so here okay, I'm working on the lower one, so let's somehow, no, hold on, this is hidden, I'm just confused. Let's paint all this the same. Yeah, let's use this material here. Yeah, it's already looking good, but yeah, we need to develop all that. Alright, so maybe we just can already hide these ones. And yeah, we can play with proportional editing from here. Okay, let's start to remake this. There are too many, right? Too many subdivisions, although most of them are for something that doesn't even exist anymore, this shape. Let's try to... yeah, so I see here. We're gonna bring this here. I'm gonna bring this and this down here. Now, yeah, I have this worked on a lot on this sort of in this mesh topology here. This is why I'm not sure what I'm gonna do about it. There is two things here, two bands. This thing is actually cool what I have here. Maybe I can make it. Yeah, So I'm okay with that, but it will be much less than what we have here. So all these okay, let's go frontal view. Okay, and this means that, yeah, probably this and this we can dissolve. Good. Okay, now we start to work. Is this even required? No, this we can dissolve. Here, yeah, this is just one. No, it has a. I'm in doubt what I made here. No, it has a cut here. Alright, the other two. Oh, okay, they are different sets. Alright, it's like, okay, I know how I'm gonna do this. So this we're gonna split like in here maybe. We're gonna make a subdivision here, and we're gonna make here perhaps, yeah, rip vertices. Is that fine? Maybe merge at center. That is good enough. Then it continues. Oh, this goes below. So it's not actually. Okay, so this is more complicated, so maybe I need to Right, doesn't need to go all the way, right? We can do something about that. How to solve this would be like that will be a too many fold thing that is dangerous. Okay, I'm thinking how this can be solved. Never tried this, maybe this works, maybe not. This is very wrong though. Yeah, then we have a problem there. This makes a trigon. Well, but that works. So what about this? Yeah, technically all this will go around. Would be the correct way to do, although that won't appear, I think, anywhere, so that should be good enough. If that doesn't get horrid deforms, then that's good enough. Never done this kind of geometry, but it's interesting. There's a better way to do this. No, there is not that way. This now it starts to look good, except for the belt. Yeah. this part is much more inside here. To the, I need to pull all this mesh here, here. Some bad interpenetrations there. Maybe this is because of this new topology there. Shouldn't have nothing to do with this scene. Something when I move the geometry, so no, it's not this new topology. This is bad. Something. Have to investigate that. Oh no, this is nothing. Yeah, this is not what I'm thinking. Of course, this is just that this part got. Yeah. Good. So here we probably want this to have maximum. Edge creases. Seam. We need to make these distinctions here. Mark seam. Then what else? Here. this is not working properly. If we use in this case subdivision first and then solidify, we got better shape, that's good. So this front view is nearly achieved. Alright, let's see if the side view, it's very difficult now because the character design, the model sheets are not matching. Typical of bad model sheet. So I have to do some back and forth. This is just the back part. So we see here that the topology is actually not really helping for that shape there that should occur. So maybe I'll have to reflect on what I'm doing there. Yeah, maybe in the end I should do that, maybe rethink again. So the color of this is not well decided, nor of this. We can start doing this just for organization. And here although I like this mesh topology here, it's not really helping in the sense of, and not even in terms of the forms, and nor in the terms of the texture or the texture, let's say, generically speaking. So this means that we want to get this straightened up. So goodbye. Will be more regular in some way, so it's not that bad. But most importantly, I think it will help define a continuity . In this part here. Yeah, you see, easier, more quadratic, more geometric there, simple geometry there, and then it's straighten up the mesh. Same here, gonna. So the idea is to it gets too floaty otherwise. Alright, this looks good. Now we need to see. Of course, this is actually a different stuff. Okay, something like that, and of course still require adjustments here, but we're nearly complete. We have nearly completed that. Okay, this is cool, but the real proof of is really what's happening there. It's like some anomaly. No, it's just some result of Alright, this is the best character design skirt I've ever made in Blender in 3D with accuracy to other shit. So the real proof now, besides the rigging and the physics of course, is the requirement of the what is it? Is the body, right? We need to check for the full body. To see if there are any sort of interpenetrations, and there are a lot for the rest position. Let's assess the amount of subdivisions in relation to 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, this doesn't go to the inside because there inside would be like 1, 2, at least 2.5, so 4, 6.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, let's make a subdivision here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6. It looks good. Alright, so that's, I think that's finally more or less good. So now transfer waves on rest position here already. Need the body to be selectable, then body, skirt, with paint, and don't need this wave transfer waves, then projected face, no, nearest face interpolation, active layer by name, so replace, yes, all layers, that's it. So now I have all the vertex groups and plus the pin. Where's the it's here. Okay, I did it. Okay, so it was not deleted. So difficult node motion. Okay, so now we see the horrible things that are happening. I need to test the, well, you see there are some problems, especially in the front. Does physics help anyhow? I don't see, because there's, oh, I see, I disabled. This is not, of course, the physics that I'm gonna use in the end. Yeah, it's all messed up, so I haven't adjusted this thing. So you see that the rest position is not need to rethink some aspects here. Although it may look good for in terms of character design, for rigging this can be quite complicated. I really don't know, this will be so trial and error, which kind of rest position for a skirt would adapt to properly, right? So this is quite tricky. It can be quite tricky. Apparently this part was getting too much inwards. We could just try manual wave painting adaptation instead of the way I have done. This is very puzzling. So of course this has to do with the fact that I'm experimenting with this. It's not like all the skirt got wrong, it's just some part of it. So for example, that part mostly, yeah, there's some curvy things here that how to avoid this. Yeah, so this I don't know how to solve the wavy things to be. It has to do with all the transforms that go back to the right. So shape keys could help, but that will be too much work, right? So if I could only fix this in a single way. By assessing the final pose that I want in this way, maybe there's a way to get this right. Yeah, that's not too difficult. If this method is appropriated, then it's not that hard. Yeah, no. It's, here there seem to be some with physics this will be like there's so many possible cases, right? This has all the potential to become a nightmare. Reading nightmare. No, actually this needs to be stretched even more. So when I make the model sheet, draw it, redraw that pose, I think I didn't take so seriously the amount of stretching that this should suffer. I think physics cannot save it. That means I need to find out a good rest position that would adapt, and then on top of that the physics would work better. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it is wasting time and everything is already set for to be solved through physics instead of this, but I think this is the correct way, the correct approach. But it looks like that the mesh here is not stretchable enough. Likely that maybe I can simplify this to reassign waves here because I see the mesh is all deformed here. Let's try to fix this. Hide some room mesh there. There's clearly some wave there that's going a bit crazy. Okay, but some parts of this could probably be solved with the bones, the armature. Because right now I don't have one for the I had, but with this new redesign, I need to do something. Okay. Orientation here doesn't sound well. I dislike this. So yeah, rigging can be really complicated. So let's try again. No, this thing still happens. No, the mesh. Of course, there's some horrible things happening there. Maybe it would require more subdivision here because of the stretchiness. Maybe this strategy after all is very bad for... Looks like the transfer didn't work well in some parts here, so it's like nearly a triple skirt, so that's complicated. What I could do to simplify perhaps, yeah, let's try to simplify this. So I'm going to ignore the double skirt thing. I mean this part. We're just going to simplify this geometry. I was too optimistic. Okay, this helps a lot apparently already, so it's just that I need to find if there's a smart way to do. There is... Oh, I see. Old face there. Okay, so this could be like... Oops, let's go back to rest position. I know, I think I were already on rest position. Happening to that mesh, something about the, yeah, it's just something about the solidify, right? Yeah. without that thing, it's really hard to get anything real. Something like that could work. Of course, if I haven't turned this accidentally. Just can't find anything good here. Maybe just this, right? So, alright, this is acceptable. Let's go back. Wait, I have a dissolving material. Maybe I can, which is metal, but it has nothing. It's metal, so maybe could save the day. Alright, I think this can work, and then for the details here there's just not much I can do. Oh, this actually looks interesting. This probably won't look interesting. Okay, so this, maybe this, alright, so what is this? Quote, what about this? No. So just this and mark seam. Alright, let's finally, I think I got a good shape again about this. Let's do this again. So all unlocked, and then this and this, and then wave pane mode again, waves, transfer waves, this is set, and pose position. Still getting some trouble there, but that's, I think that's okay. We are in the way to getting. Let's also try to make some posing here. Let's try some interactions. Yeah, because we have shape keys on the type, this would need to be adapted to, well, unless the physics would help with that. That is a true case. The types are black because the texture paint, there's a texture node that was invalidated. So alright, so there is some tons of rework, of course, but this is we are getting somewhere, at least. I'd like to do the armature, so could have used something like here. But without the belt, this will be limited. So wiggle skirt, wiggle, so this will be, yeah. Okay, I'll prepare this, and I'll have to continue this later because it's time for me to do something. But I'm pleased with at least how it ended up as a new skirt in the terms of modeling, I think, and shade and materials is starting to look stylistic enough. I think I'll be able to use this model. Okay, so that's it for now, folks. Sorry you couldn't finish, but we're gonna make major improvements. Skirt can be very complicated, especially this one's certainly not one of the most complicated. So thanks for watching, folks. See you next time. Today I'll be streaming probably, but sci-fi stuff. So happy blending, take care, and see ya, folks.